Sup dudes, my name is Dakota. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Today I want to talk about the state of play that happened yesterday. Was it June 4th? Which I've seen mixed reactions for. People were kind of hyped for some certain reasons. Others were not. I had my expectations low, and guess what? I was satisfied with what I saw. There was a lot of good stuff there. So I wanted to kind of like just talk about what happened there, and also I got some news for the channel. So yeah, let's go ahead, run into this real quick, because there are just a few bits pieces here that I want to kind of just run through here. So the state of play started with like Luminous, and that's more like a Tetris type of deal. Pretty neat stuff. Not all of what I personally would play, but you know, it's there, it looks cool, it looks neat, and yeah, go check that out if you like that sort of stuff. The next thing that they showed off was actually announced back in like 2020 from Capcom. Pragmata. It's a thing. Pragmata's a thing now. It's it like they announced it and it went dead for so freaking long. It was so weird. Like, I don't know, but finally we got to see something out of this game, and this one was, it looks pretty freaking great. I can't wait to see what they can kind of do with this sort of thing here. I wasn't so informed, like it was announced at the time that I was at when this whole trailer popped off. So, but as like it got on, I was like, wait a minute, didn't they say something about this before? And they did. They did. Finally, we got some sort of news on it, thank God. Next was Romeo is a Dead Man, which started out as a weird freaking trailer because the style that it looks so freaking weird, and then they switched it up and all turned into some freaking Devil May Cry-ness. Like, what the hell just happened, man? But it looks pretty cool. Like, just the amount of like gore and the freaking it has that, honestly, that has that kind of like Metal Gear Revengeance / Devil May Cry kind of feel to it, where you're just slashing things. The freaking hack and slash, come on now. It looks pretty neat. Looks pretty neat for what it is. So that's another game to be excited for. Next was Silent Hill F. I've only played Silent Hill Shattered Memories. That is a freaking oldie, by the way. That's an old game. So it's been a long time since I've actually seen anything of Silent Hill. I do have the Silent Hill 2 like remake, but I have yet to even play it. So yeah, this one I'm kind of interested in seeing here. But it's a lot more combative than I really thought it would be. Like, there's a lot of actually fighting enemies that happen to see here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But that looks pretty neat to get into the Silent Hill franchise. I need to go and play Silent Hill 2 just to see what that really is all about. Like, I've known what Silent Hill really is, but I've only played like one game out of the entire franchise. So that needs to change. So next we got Bloodstained. This one was what was this one? Oh yeah, this is the one where you play as like two different characters, and I don't know if this is like confirmed or not, but I hope that this game is actually have a co-op kind of feature into it, because this looks like it could be freaking co-op, with it being a kind of like side scroller 2D. But this game looks pretty sweet. It looks so much fun, actually. So I really hope they add some more co-op into this. This was just it looked like a fun time. Just a fun time. Then we got Digimon. We can move on from that. I have no idea what fucking Digimon is really about. Honestly, I thought I did, and then they switch it up, and then it's just whatever. Digimon story, though, it looks freaking so much anime. So, you know, it's there if you want to play it, but I probably won't. And then next we have the jump scare, the famous jump scare from Square Enix. Nope, it's not Kingdom Hearts. Nope, it's not Kingdom Hearts. I thought it was Kingdom Hearts. I don't know anything about Digimon though. as dude. Oh my god. No. My heart just like, but it's not. It's not Kingdom Hearts. It's actually Final Fantasy Tactics, which is pretty freaking dope. Not gonna lie. I've heard people talk about this, specifically from Nico B. He was talking about Final Fantasy Tactics like some time ago. So, this one's pretty exciting. It's going to be voice acted too. It has different bunch of voices like Ben Starr. It has the voice actor of Cloud in these remakes. And this was particularly in this one. This one had the scene where it had Cloud and the Flower Girl, who she says if she resembles somebody. So that's going to be really cute to kind of see. We're going to see that voice acted and such. Like, oh my god, dude, that's going to be so lovely. Oh god, I don't know if I'm going to stream that or not, but I'm definitely going to check that out, you know, once it does come out. So that's pretty cool. Next was Baby Steps. It's a weird little game. You literally have to walk with each foot. It's so weird. This game weirded me out. It straight up just weirded me out. Hirogami. It's a more type of a origami type of game, and the type of game, it looks freaking pretty. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, give it a good shout. That's a good shout. That looks pretty neat for what it is. And then they have some golf game. Then they had Ninja Gaiden, the 2D one. This one looks pretty cool too. I hope this one is actually co-op. I don't know if this will be co-op, but it definitely looks like it should be co-op. So I hope that's the case. If it's not, it's still Ninja Gaiden's 2D, and it looks pretty sick for what it is. This one, Karen, it's more like mountain climbing. It's a lot more in depth than you really would think. So neat. Oh, and yes, and then we got the Mortal Kombat collection here. The old and the freaking Mortal Kombats. I gotta see what freaking games are in this one. So this has Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 4, and it also says and more. So there possibly is more than just that lineup right now. I don't know what they mean by more, but that's a lot of classic freaking Mortal Kombat games. The freaking Maximilian was going nuts on that one. But pretty good all around. I really like that they're bringing back the classics here. Get it, classic with the K. And of course they showed off Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. That's going to be dope. I got that pre-ordered already. I can't wait to play that once again. Next up is Neo 3. I have never played Neo, so it kind of was like confusing to me at first what the hell it was. But then it said Neo 3. I was like, oh, okay. I just never played Neo. I think I have 1 and 2, but I just haven't had time to really play it. So I should go and play that just to kind of see how it is, because from what I can see from this, it switches up like 2 different styles or something like that. I don't know, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty nice. So definitely going to check that out, see how that feels. Then we have Thief VR. I don't really care for that. There's Titans of Tomorrow, which is like you see like other players' choices, like I guess in real time. So that's cool, I guess. Astrobot's getting an update. That's neat. Sea of Remnants. This one's like another pirate game, but this one looks pretty freaking funny. It looks funny, but it also looks pretty cool. So that's probably going to be another kind of pirate game I'm going to check out, which is kind of funny since they got like Pirate Yakuza out like already. So like freaking now we're lining up pirate games all of a sudden. Like, what the hell? Sword of the Sea. If you like Journey and those type of games, the aesthetic, the freaking visuals, the art style, it looks so pretty. It looks so freaking pretty. These type of games are just, oh, they're so beautiful to kind of just go through, run through. It looks so neat. We have James Bond. 007 First Light. This is where James Bond is the start of his journey to being who he is, the spy that we all know him as. I thought he looked more like Tom Cruise in a way, the James Bond this time around, but I guess he looks like someone else here. Someone told me something, but I completely forgot what it was. But looks pretty neat. Want to see more about what goes on in this, and like how this game is going to play. Is it just like mission? Is it going to be just like Hitman where you pick a level? It looks more story based though, so we'll see how this works. And then yes, the final thing was Ghost of Yotei. Oh wait, just kidding. They freaking teased us. They teased us with Ghost of Yotei, and they said, "Hey, you see this game? Remember this game? Yeah, we're not going to play that. We're not going to do that right now." And they announced it for some other later date, which is kind of annoying that they did that. It's like, why would you do that, man? That's the most infuriating thing that you could ever done. They freaking teased us, and we're like, "Yeah, you're not getting that." So that's great. Thanks, guys. Thanks. And then like the final like 10 minutes was talking about the Marvel took on Fighting Souls. This is from Arc System Works. They actually do really good fighting games and such, like really good fighting games. So for me personally, I'm not so hyped about it, but I know there's going to be a lot of hype towards it for the fighting community. There's a lot of like good support right now for like fighting games right now. Especially with like the Mortal Kombat thing. I guess they're getting network rollback netcode, so that's pretty cool. For this one, it's 4v4. Visually it looks spectacular. Like when it comes from Arc Systems, they actually make visually amazing looking games. But this one, you know, it's Marvel. It's just Marvel. No Capcom, no nothing. It's just Marvel. So that's pretty neat for what it is. I'm not particularly going to play it personally, but yeah, it's there for people that want to play it, and you know, it looks good for what it is. So, you know, it's just not my type of thing. And that is it. I'm pretty sure that's it, because they spent like 10 minutes, the last like 10 minutes talking about Marvel and how big it is. A big thing. Like, I'm not saying like it's not. Like, for Marvel to have its own game itself, its own fighting game, you know, Marvel versus Marvel, people have probably been wanting that forever, feels like. But again, it's not for me, but you know, it's there for the people that want it, and it looks pretty cool for what it is. And so, you know, I'm not playing it, but you know, it's there for the people that want to play it, and it looks spectacular. Spectacular Spider-Man. All right, and then that's it. That's all from the state of play. Now let's talk about the channel here. So recently, I finally was able to become a YouTube partner. This channel has now become a YouTube partner. So that's pretty spectacular for what it is. It's really cool to just see how this channel like really grew for what it was. It took a long while for it to kind of become a thing. But I can't thank you guys enough for checking out my stuff, whether it was just reactions, whether it was just the Let's Plays that I do. Really, thank you guys so much for just checking out my videos, and thank God YouTube finally decided to recommend me a little bit more. That thank you guys, thank you for doing that. It's seriously, it really means a lot for just to get this channel up for what it is, and to build it up from nothing for freaking ever. I've really been trying my best to get these videos out for roughly 5 years now, so to finally start to see like how the channel grows is it's very I could say it's very overwhelming, but I can't thank you guys enough for just checking out my stuff. And I know not all my videos are like hits, but it's cool to see how many people come to check it out and see all these videos when I finally, you know, get recommended and such. So seriously guys, thank you so much for being a YouTube partner, I was able to you can now join the channel to become a member. Right now it's just the basic sort of stuff here, so it's not a whole lot, you would think. But you know, you get just loyalty badges. You can probably get some more behind the scenes like stuff, early access to videos. I'm gonna try my best to make sure I can get those videos out early for members that want to see my stuff as soon as freaking possible. You're gonna have shout outs and videos as well, so your name's gonna pop up in a video, and you know, priority over everything because you're a member and you're cool and you're a dude. So that's why I say sup dude, because y'all dudes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for making this a thing, and hopefully I'm praying this goes well. I know it's not a whole lot right now for what it is. Like I said, it's just basic stuff. So if you want to join, there's a join button like right next to the subscribe button if you haven't freaking hit that button already, but it should be like down there somewhere. So if you want to become a member and be cool and be an official dude, then yeah, go ahead and become a member of the channel. That would go a long freaking way. So seriously, thank you for just making this possible for me to do. And hopefully this channel proceeds to grow even larger for what it is, because it's just an amazing step to get towards, you know. So again, thank you everybody for checking out my stuff, and yeah, that's it from me. I wanted to do something a little bit different for today's video. Yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out my stuff. If you liked anything, go leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already, as it really does help me out. And become a member if you want to become an official dude. But until next time, guys, I will talk to you all later.